I was going to make some fermented dill pickles today, so I thought I would invite y'all to run back in the kitchen for a minute and see how to do it. It's quick and easy, and they are absolutely delicious. Now my daddy used to make, he called them hot garlic dill pickles, and he would heat, I think it was 2 parts vinegar to 1 part water, I don't know. And he would put it over his cucumbers and dill and garlic, and they were delicious, and his peppers. But I got into fermenting food and making kombucha and kefir and those healthy things that are good for you. And I started making the fermented dill pickles. And they taste, to me, just like Daddy's dill pickles tasted. And I don't have that hassle and the worry of are they going to turn out or not? Are they going to seal? Because once you get them fermented and put them in the refrigerator, they keep. So what I've done, I've already got some of my dill pickles in there, and I'm going to add a few, and I did 1 jalapeno, and I seeded part of it because I don't want them real hot. I went out and picked some fresh dill, so I'm going to put me some dill down in there. I'm just going to kind of layer it. Now, if they're not too big, I like to do them whole. So I've already got these prepped and ready to go in, but I want to show y'all something. Always try to cut this little end piece off unless you know you've scrubbed it really well. That little thing, that's where sand's going to hide. So I always cut that little piece off. Even though I've scrubbed and scrubbed, I hate to get a pickle and it grunches like it's got sand in it. Now this one, a little bigger, so I'm going to cut it in half. And probably I'll half the top part of it. Now if it was a real big one, I don't like to do them to where I feel like the seed are going to come out in there. These have already been prepped, so in case y'all are wondering, and I'm going to put some of the garlic in. To this gallon jar, now I'm just putting enough pickles to fill it, so I'm sorry, I don't know how many pickles I'm putting in there. But I put 4 cloves of garlic, and you add a bay leaf or 2, that helps it. And I have a tree out there, so I put some. And I'll put a little more dill. And I don't have measurements on the dill. Just put you some in there till you think you have enough. And I don't think you can get too much. Another thing about dill is that I do sometimes in your potato salad or your deviled eggs, if you don't want to put pickles and have those hunks and crunch, chop you some dill real fine and put in there. And it's really, really good. And it gives it that dill flavor. So that's an idea. If you had never tried it, you ought to try that. And I'm just going to keep stuffing my pickles in. Now, you have to put a salt brine on these. The recipe for that is, to a quart of water, you use 2 teaspoons of sea salt. Now, I've mixed up 2 quarts. I know it probably isn't going to take it, but I didn't want to have to go back and mix up some more just in case. So I'm put the rest of my peppers in. Now one thing about when you're brining stuff or fermenting it, you want to keep it under, you want everything to stay under the liquid because that's what makes it for you. So be sure that you put something in there. If you have grape leaves growing around, and you don't have bay leaves, you can use grape leaves. Put you some grape leaves on the top, and then maybe put a lid or something to try to weight it down. Now what you do, you leave this sitting on your kitchen counter. You close it because you don't want gnat bugs getting in it. You leave it on your counter for about 6 to 7 days, and you'll see these pickles turn from this bright green like they are now. See, they're just fresh cucumbers. But in about 7 days, they're going to turn to that mossy green color like pickles that you buy or that you've already put up. And that's how you're going to know they're ready. And of course, you're going to taste of them. But I'm going to put my brine in here. And it may take almost all of it. Okay, I found my... it's Mason Tops is the name of it, and it's called Pickle Pebbles Plus. And 4 of them comes in here that fits a wide mouth jar. And I ordered them off Amazon, so you'll have to check Amazon for them. But here's what they look like. They're just a heavy, can you see it? They're just a heavy, thick piece of solid glass. And when you put it in here, it weights everything down, keeps it down under the brine. I'm going to bring the camera over here. Okay. If I see, it's got it down under the brine. There's what it looks like, all sitting there waiting for me to close it up and get it put up. Now I will show y'all what it looks like in 7 days. Maybe interim, I'll get you a photo where you can see, but I'll show you what the finished product looks like in just a few days. It's going to